And so basically what we're going to be talking about today is actionable items to hit your first goal of becoming Emerald and finding coaches that want to work this business. And also, I kind of want you guys to focus on the 500 PV model. And what that means is there's personal volume points attached to everything. So I want you guys to take a look at where your personal volume is. So you go to your Coach Online office and then you take a look, and then your goal is to have 500. Okay, so that's maybe you are selling things, you're also getting your own things, but you want to make sure that you're looking at your volume, because volume is how you grow your income. So I don't want to just focus on rank. I really want to say, like, your first goal should be hitting Emerald, and then trying to focus on that 500 PV. And how you can do that is talking to people about Beachbody On Demand. And when they're good for that, great. Do you want to snag a bag of Shakeology? Everything's actually on sale right now for $20 off. So I think the biggest thing is that here's what I do. I am always going to I'm going to show up every day on social media. I say post at least once a day. Okay. And then if you're going to post on Facebook, slap it on Instagram. And I do a couple stories every day too, because a lot of people watch and engage with me on my stories. And it doesn't just have to be fitness. I would encourage you to do other things, your dogs, maybe you're into DIY, maybe you're a mom, you're doing mom life, maybe you're at Target again. So you're, just talking about like your target market. And my target market is people that go to Target because I'm obsessed with it. And just kind of like doing things that people can connect with. I encourage you to use polls, because everybody wants to tell you their opinion. Polls are super easy. You slap it on there. So you put something, and it could be something like, which outfit should I wear? Or should I grow my hair out? Should I chop it? It doesn't have to be fitness related, but also at least once a week, I encourage you to slap on a poll on, maybe you did a quick workout video, or, on your Instagram stories, or maybe you did a sweaty selfie that you can slap on your stories, and then just be like, would you be down to sweat at home with me for 30 minutes a day? And then don't be like yes or no, because like, don't give people an option to say no. Mine is always like, yes, I'm in, or I need some more information. Like, those are the two options. And either way, I'm going to be able to start a conversation with that. So trying to use those little things. And Shayla went live today in our team page too, and kind of talking about, when you're hashtagging things, try to think of hashtags that like other coaches aren't going to be searching. If you're looking for people that you want to bring into into your tribe, if you're hashtagging lift 4 or, something like that, most of the time, anybody else using that hashtag is already using that program, is already a coach, or is already hooked up with a coach. So I think it's important too, to kind of do that color wheel if you haven't yet. And within that color wheel, find other little hashtags or things like that you can use, that you can search. Another thing that I do, this is what I've been doing lately to find and connect with people, and I have to look at my Instagram to see what it's called. But if you just go to like the little magnifying glass on Instagram, there's a bunch of like things that'll come up as like suggestions for you based off of like what you've liked, or, things like that. So if you go there and you find anybody that you're like, oh, okay, that's a cool picture. So there's this girl doing a freaking split on what looks like to be rocks in front of the ocean. Okay, good for you, girlfriend. Maybe she's got 3,500 likes on this picture. So if this was somebody, this is Go Run Official. So this is like an official running page. So Courtney is a big runner. So this could be, there's 3,500 people right here that liked this post alone, that you could then go and click on those 3,500 people, and it gives you all of their information, just people that clicked it. So, okay, I'm going to go to the first one that says, and it looks like this is an account that a lot of people don't speak English, but say I was going to one person. Okay, so I went there, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to look at her thing, and I'm going to say, is she my kind of person? Okay, yeah, she's got 1,400 followers. She's already got a blog. She's, posting cute pictures. She may really be a great coach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like some of her photos. I'm going to comment or ask some questions. Oh my gosh, that shirt is so cute. Where is it from? Or, oh my gosh, this picture is so great. Seriously, I love how the artistic you are. Like, it could be something, whatever. And if they are somebody that appears to be your tribe, then I go to them, I follow them and I message them and I'm like, okay, I just stalked the crap out of you. I apologize. I don't even know how I stumbled across your page, but I love your post. You are I just love how positive or fun or whatever you are. Just wanted to say, hey, and keep doing you. And like, you're not like, hey, do you want to join a challenge group? Da, 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 da. So if you connect with somebody, and I do not send that message if you do not connect with that person, like, you want to be talking to your tribe. So that's what I do, is I like to just go to accounts that I like to follow, and then I'll like take a look and see who's liking these photos of photos that I would have liked, and then I'm going to see from there who's my tribe. So that's an easy way to kind of connect with people, because I hear a lot of people are like, every hashtag I search, I'm finding coaches or people that are already doing it. So if you want to focus on your color wheel and finding your tribe that way, kind of take a look at your color wheel and then find some accounts that you like to follow those and see who's liking, who's commenting, who's engaging, and find people that way. It's so easy. I follow probably 20 people a day just by doing that, and I start conversations and things like that with them, and they're people that we already have something in common with. There's an app as well. I think it's just called Cleaner. Yeah, it's just called Cleaner. And you can unfollow people that aren't following you back, because I do follow a lot of people. I don't want to just be following 1 bazillion people and if they're not following me back. So this little like colorful app right here is Cleaner. And you can do it basically where you just like download it and it runs a report for anybody that doesn't follow you. And so I unfollow them. You can only do like 50 at a time, but you can do that, and you can actually set it up to do it like at night or something like that. So if you opened your Instagram and you were just like doing this for fun, like
a magnet on it, but we don't have a magnet.
Let me mute you. But if you were just like doing this for fun and we're doing this to work your business, and you were like, okay, April liked 4 of my photos, commented on 2, and followed me. Let me go see what her page and see what she's about. And that's what they're going to do. And then they're going to come to your page and see, do you add value? Do you like, are you their tribe? Do they want to follow you? And so that's what I do. And so I try to make sure that as I'm putting photos up, as I'm putting, stories up, there's something that's going to add value, or there's something that's going to make somebody laugh, or there's something that somebody's going to be able to connect with if they've had a hot mess mama kind of day, that kind of stuff. So I just think it's so important to not feel like we have to do every single training that's out there, guys, because there's so much freaking training available. But just go find your tribe and just start building relationships and just start inviting people. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be working on yourself and doing, maybe shoot to do like 8 to 10 stories a day. I know that sounds like super like, oh my gosh, wow, they're 15 seconds. So you'll be fine. And just try to think about it throughout the day. Like, so Kimberly, for example, like if your dogs are being silly and crazy, like just take a story of them being, themselves. You're going to find other dog moms there. And a lot of people don't use hashtags on their stories. So if you use hashtags on your stories, you actually get more people will see it versus if you use that same hashtag on a post, because it just shows it differently. So I always laugh. Kim has, how many dogs? You have 2, 3? She's like, bye. I don't know what you're doing.
Hold on. I have to go back to my phone to unmute myself. So I'm like, they've got this many.
Nope, can't see you.
So
3, okay.
Can you hear me? 3? Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's like you go away. It's like it just looks like I like asked you a question and then it just says Kimberly Morrison, your face is gone. I'm like, oh, okay.
I have to like go back to my phone and unmute it, and then yeah. So I was like, I have 3.
That's funny. So yeah. So and she are they all black? That sounds horrible. But she loves black dogs. Yes. And I remember your posting about like the statistics that black dogs get overpicked. in,
Right.
you know, shelters and things like that. And I've always loved that about her, that she's like, you know, I want to save them because, you know, like people want like the bright or the puppies or, you know, whatever. And so that could be something like super fun that you could just post on like a story and like, you know, this is why I have these dogs, and reminding people, because I don't know why that's so silly, but that has stuck with me that I never knew that until you posted about it, kind of thing. So little things like that, you know, new people are always following you. So if you shared something 2 years ago, well, there's a lot of other people that are going to need to see it, kind of thing. So, and it doesn't just need to be fitness. It can be, you know, if you were doing something and you read something cool in your personal development, like share that. So the other day I was doing a devotional, and it was like, you know, those pebbles that you find on the beach that are so smooth and so beautiful. The reason they are like that is because like they were thrashed against a ton of rocks over and over and over and repeatedly. This is happening. And so they're getting thrown against things, and they're slowly losing those little, like they're having pieces just chipped away, and they're becoming more polished because of the chaos, because of that constant thing. And that's where their beauty is. And it just really like made it, that was like such a cool thing to me, to say that like we go through all this stuff and we go through this messy stuff, and we come out, you know, we often think we're going to come out broken, but the thing is like that brokenness is going to be a stronger and more beautiful version of yourself. So like something like so simple like that, like I that's why I think it's so important to do personal development, because I try to share things from my personal development. And lately, I will be totally honest, I've been horrible with personal development. And guess what else? My anxiety has been out of control. So I know that it's directly correlated. And so I've been getting back on track. I've been doing my devotionals. I've been doing my personal development. I've actually been doing double. And instead of watching TV at night, I'm back reading my book, like having a cup of tea, like having some me time. And I already feel so much better. So find some personal development for you. And then when you find, I encourage you to like think about it or highlight or write a note down if you're listening or something like that, and be like, that's really cool. I should make a post about that, or I should mention that in my story. If something like kind of strikes a nerve with you, then share it and talk about it, and just try to focus on how you can add value and things like that. And so this call isn't to like give you any like, oh, that's exactly what I need to do to, you know, run my business. It's just to remind you to not overthink it and just go do. Like, just go invite people. And when you get stuck, send me a message, send me a screenshot. I'll help you. Like, don't be so afraid to like message people and talk to people because you might screw it up. I really, truly feel like you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And if you do feel stuck, send me a screenshot and I will help you from there. So I think it's just like, get out of your own way and try to like not just be noise on social media, but ask yourself, is this adding value? And not to say that like, a picture of your kids or a picture of your pets or something like that, you know, randomly isn't adding value, because people want to get to know you too. So it's not like every single thing has to have a meaning behind it, but it either needs to be speaking to your target market or adding value. And, you know, just think about the Instagram accounts or blogs or whatever that you enjoyed before Beachbody and why you followed them and what value was important to you, and try to be that for other people. You know, maybe you like following people because they gave quick and easy recipes. Well, you make food every day, so you can share a recipe. It doesn't have to be gourmet. I shared seriously how to make a spinach omelet one time, and I had so many people like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to try this. I'm like, it's eggs and spinach. Like, this isn't a recipe. So, oh my gosh, Leah, I can't even with that little face. It's so cute. Hi. I can't hear you, but hi. She's just so cute. So I think that it's just like, we overcomplicate this business so much. So I only have like 8 minutes left. So I just want to open it up for questions. Anything you guys are struggling with, anything that like you want to know how to do, or is there anything that I can help you with in particular? I'm assuming Kimberly's unmuting herself.
Just in case, I think I want to ask.
And so Kim has been talking to a lot of people about Beachbody on Demand. And so I was telling her, I'm like, don't be, or people that already have Beachbody on Demand. And it's great to like get people switched to you as
That's why I said you muted.
You're fine. I'll keep going. You're fine. But it's also super important to, make sure you ask people as well. Like, don't like discount Shakeology. Don't like think, oh, well, they already have Beachbody On Demand. They're not going to want this. Don't like think they don't need a meal plan, because guys, my big focus in November and December is nutrition. You cannot outwork a bad diet. You cannot. Like I remember for the longest time, I'd be like, oh, I'll just go to the gym for a second time so I can eat this. But I still didn't get results. And so I want you to focus on knowing that if they have Beachbody On Demand, that's great. But until they have some type of nutrition plan in their hands, are they going to really get the great results? So you can do 21-day fix because you have it on Beachbody On Demand, but if you don't have the containers and aren't following that, then you're not going to get the results. Or if you don't have the 2B mindset. Personally, me doing both, having done both, 2B mindset has been a game changer. Life-changing. I don't have to put things in containers. I absolutely love it. I know how to look at things, how to know what to eat by looking at my plate. I was so small before I got pregnant. And that was because I was being really diligent. I was doing hammer and chisel, following containers. And now those super small pregnancy jeans that took me forever to get back into are loose on me, and I have less structure. So that's something that I like to tell people that. I talk about that in my stories because that's a very real thing that especially having a history of eating disorders, for me to have freedom and still know exactly what to choose has been such a game changer. So talk to people about that. Share my story, share other people's testimonials, ask other coaches on the team for things if you don't have your own. I mean, Kimberly lost 6.6 pounds in her first week with just 2B mindset alone, no exercise. Share it. It doesn't have to be your coach, doesn't have to be your client. Share it. And that's where, the magic happens, because people want to say, okay, I need that. Whatever you're doing, I need that. So, do you guys, is there anything in particular that you feel like you're struggling with, or that you feel that I can help you with?
I think my biggest thing that I'm facing right now is I'll talk to people and I'll say, hey, it's Beachbody and this is what I'm doing, and 2B mindset, it's brand new. Yay, I lost 6.6 pounds. Now, oh, Beachbody, I've done that. I get that quite a bit. Or, oh yeah, I already have Beachbody On Demand. Never mind. So that's kind of
right. And I think first and foremost, make sure you are talking to people about their goals and struggles and things like that too, before you dive into it, so that you can also use that as if somebody says, I really struggle with nutrition and I don't have the time to meal prep, or, whatever it is, so that you can then say, when they say, I've tried it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. 2B Mindset actually just launched in May. So have you tried that? Just saying this is a new meal plan nutrition guide that came out that the creator herself is a registered dietitian. She has lost 100 pounds and, she also addresses emotional eating, which I don't know about you. I definitely struggle with so hardcore. Do you think a meal plan that taught you how to eat by looking at your plate and understanding the reasons and emotions behind your comfort eating would be beneficial to you? And if somebody says no, they are lying. They are just straight lying, because emotional eating and being able to look at your plate and know what to eat, yes, sign me up, right? So I think it's important to just kind of think about okay, talking to them, getting their goals and their struggles ahead of time so they know what they're struggling with, so that you can also kind of play on that. So if they say, and you can say, I know you said earlier you struggled with nutrition, and I'm glad that you've tried Beachbody before, but if you're still currently struggling with your nutrition, I would definitely suggest this plan. Personally, and this is as if it was you, Kim, personally, I lost almost 7 pounds the first week doing it without exercise, and I was kind of sold ever since. And so what I love is that there's freedom. I don't have to shove things in containers and then figure everything out. I'm literally learning how to do this as a lifestyle and eat intuitively. And I really enjoy her videos because she's just always got great ideas, and they're so simple. You would think that, I would know this already, her ideas, but she puts them into a plan that makes everything just flow together. So just kind of talking and giving specific details about why you like the plan, or what changed when you started doing it, and things like that. And again, this will come with time, knowing what to say when people say that. So for now, just send me screenshots, like in our group pod, and then I'll like literally respond back exactly what I would say. So I also, on my YouTube, I have a how to battle objections in 60 seconds. It's a playlist, and there's like 6 videos that you can say when people say like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, or, you know, whatever else. But basically and a really good thing when somebody gives you an objection and you're not sure where to go, think of the feel, felt, found method. I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I first started, but what I found is blah, 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 and give some type of testimonial. So that's usually really helpful too, because you're emphasizing with them that like, I totally understand, but here's what I found. So that works too.
I think that with that, I focus on 2B almost too much sometimes, because I really talk about her being a registered dietitian. I talk that up a lot, and that's been huge for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know, try that. I always say she approached Beachbody because she did with this program, and it's a lifestyle that it's not for weight loss, it's for ever.
Yeah, and she has things that are like, it's okay during pregnancy, it's okay during nursing, like, because she has guidelines, because it's really just a well-balanced nutrition with less carbs, basically. And you're more specific with when you are doing like carbs. And I will tell people that I don't want to give away too much with 2B Mindset, but when people come to me and they say no, I'm like, okay, well, when you're ready, I'm here. Biggest thing, here's what I'm going to tell you: no carbs at dinner, and you know, after you're done with dinner, don't eat anymore. And I'll have people like, oh, that's a good idea, thank you. I don't know if they're going to do it. You know, just hearing that is not necessarily going to change anybody's life, but I don't want to obviously give away too much, but those are 2 of the biggest things that have helped me. So I also kind of just always am reminding my challengers that, but also anybody that's like, oh, it's too much money, I'm like, and if they're absolutely no, and maybe they get signed up with Beachbody On Demand, that's my, suggestion for them. But yeah, that registered dietitian is huge, because there's so much crap out there. That's just who knows what. So, but yeah, use our team page too. If you're in a message pod, or if you're not in a message pod and you need to be in one, I can get you paired up in one. Basically, where that just makes it easier, because we can all ask questions and then learn and grow and see how other people would respond. And but use our team page, post screenshots there, and like, I just think it's just so important to just go do. Like, don't think you need to read through every single unit of our team page. Don't think you need to like watch every YouTube video. Just go do. Like, fail forward. Make sure you're doing your personal development every day. Show up, do your workout, drink your shake, talk about it on your stories. Go have fun with your family. Bada bing, bada boom. Like, that's it. And I don't want to overcomplicate it, but also don't wait for people to come to you. You do have to start conversations, and you do have to invite people, but start inviting people out of love, and start inviting people because, you know what, I'm going to invite her. This is scary, and she may think it's silly, but I'm going to invite her now, because you need to plant that seed multiple times before somebody actually ever joins you usually. So don't go in there thinking like, oh my gosh, what if she says no? What if she's, well, chances are 99% of the time they're not going to say yes right then and there. And that's okay. But you're planting that seed, and know that you have a life to change. And this may be the first time, it may be the time, but you're not going to not share something that's changed your life. And if it hasn't changed your life yet, then dig deep and find a way for it to change your life. Because, like, if you're, and it's not about weight loss, it's about the community. If you need that community, dig into and hop on our team calls and post and engage with people in our team page. Or if it is the weight loss, then, show up every day and commit to not quitting on yourself, and using your tracker from morning till night, and not eyeballing, or not saying, oh, I got this. And I was guilty of that for, probably 3 weeks. I didn't use my tracker, and I know that I'm doing it for the most part, but if I want to be the best challenger that I want to be, I need to do it, or use the app, or whatever. So show up, be a great challenger, put yourself in their position. So if somebody was going to join you, who would they join? Would they join somebody that they think has had results? Would they join somebody that shows up every 3 months on their social media? I'm going to join somebody that shows up every day and reminds me that I'm enough when I'm having a shit day, poop day, sorry. So think about what you need sometimes and put that out there, because you guys know, like, most of my messages are like, you are enough, because that's something I personally struggle with all the time, feeling like I'm not enough in so many different aspects. So whatever negative voice you hear telling you something, put that into a positive, and though that's when you're going to really people, is because they're going to need that message. And just like talk to, lately, I mean, not the last couple of days, because since Monday I've been a little crazy, but I've been really trying to take a little bit more time on some of my posts and make some heartfelt posts, and I'm having a lot of people like message me privately to start conversations because of that. So, and not every post is going to be that way. We don't have time to spend all the time for, great posts, but I've been really trying to do a little bit more of that, because I also actually enjoy writing and talking about my feelings and things like that. So for me, it's kind of therapeutic. And then I get other people that really connect. So the more real and vulnerable that you can be, the better it's going to be for people that follow you. So anything else? I have to hop off and do this call for this network marketing training. But what I'm going to do is share, because another thing that we are talking about in the network marketing, group, is basically talking about, like, not just meeting people on social media too. Like, maybe you want to do a shake and share. Maybe you want to do where you basically set up a Shakeology bar. Maybe you want to do a fit club. Maybe you want to, I try to meet I go to the park a lot with Adley, or I used to go to the dog park. I signed up challengers and coaches from the dog park all the time. So don't be afraid to talk to people when you get out. It's not just social media. I mean, it's also good to, make new friends. Maybe you're somewhere where you don't know a lot of people. I know, Kim, you moved away, and same thing for me here. I don't have a ton of friends here, so I'm always constantly trying to grow my network and also make friends in the process. But I don't say, like, hey, it's so nice to meet you, blah, 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 I'm a health coach. Are you? I just talk to them as a friend. I don't talk to them about the business unless, like, somehow organically it comes up. I don't talk to them about the business. And then I'm like, hey, are you on Facebook? It was so good to meet you. And then I get them on Facebook, and then they can see my posts, and my posts can sell themselves. Because you need to be showing up, you need to be a product of the product, you need to be making sure that if somebody were coming to your social media, could they tell that you run fitness challenges every month and that they could join you? Or could they tell that you're a health coach and that they could join you? And if not, if they have to scroll back for months, you're not doing your job. So here's how you clock in to work. You make sure that, here's a good posting schedule I heard somebody say in the network marketing group. She said, Tuesday and Thursday, she does a coach breadcrumb. Maybe she loves that she gets to work from outside, or she's like working in the pockets of her time while she's like swinging on the front porch with her kids, or, something like that. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, she does like a little breadcrumb of why she likes coaching. And then Sunday is a call to action post, whether it's for coaching, whether it's for a challenge group, like basically, here's how to join my next group, starts blah, blah, blah. Message me, comment below, whatever that is. And then the rest is just you being you. So, that's, Tuesday and Thursday is your breadcrumb either to a challenge group or coaching. And then Sunday is that call to action. And actually, no, Tuesday and Thursday is a breadcrumb to coaching regardless. Sunday's the call to action, whether it be your challenge group or your coaching. And then the rest of the day is sprinkled through. And then stories are where you're also talking about other stuff. So it doesn't have to be like beach buddy, beach buddy, beach buddy. It can be motivation. It can be inspiration. It can be something funny, something silly, something crazy and silly that happened in your house that day, whatever it is. So don't overcomplicate this business. Don't turn into a beach buddy and vomit all over your social media. You want to make sure that you're you. People will come to you for your results, for your journey, for your positive words when they could get it from, Amazon. So just be yourself and try to build relationships and focus from coming from love and knowing that if you were to sign a coach, and maybe they'll work the business, maybe they won't, but that person already instantly has a couple hundred other people that they have access to. So if you could just, help 2 other coaches get started, that could be 200 to 400 people that you have the potential of lives to change. So you need to start looking at it from a perspective of, if I want to change lives, I got to get out of my own way. I just got to invite people because they know more people that I don't know that might really need this. And I know this works. So I'm just going to go invite it. And I think that that's, we don't look at people as Success Club points, because then that steals your joy. But look at what you can do to make other people's lives a little better. And what do you need to get out of coaching? And if you haven't got that yet, then tell us so that we can help you, kind of thing. I'm picking off my fake nails. They're like totally gone. Sorry. All right, let's take, before I hop off and do this live video, let's take a selfie. And I'll post it in the team page so that we can use it for a story. Hold on. Okay. What? Oh, wait, there's my face on it. Oh, wait, Courtney, why are you so, what's happening? Can't see everybody. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah, Courtney, I cut your face off. Why are you so dark? What's happening? Oh, wait, you have to see my face. Okay, this is so hard. Oh my gosh, I have crazy eyes. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'll send it to you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. I know this was like not like brain surgery or anything. Maybe you were looking for the secret pill. The answer is there isn't one. Just go get to work. Talk to 3 people before you go to bed tonight. Just 3. Invite them. And if you need anything, send me a message and I'll help you out. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for hopping on.